It's Joe for Memphis Fly. We have Ade Olayinka.
Yes, sir.
True Yoruba man.
Trust me, Niger boy, all day.
How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm straight, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're out here.
How are things going? How's your start of your 2020 been?
Boy, council tax as per usual. So man got to dodge that. Yeah, man, to try to just get it ahead. But yeah, no, it's all good. You know, we're never really off. So even though we went from 2019 to 2020, we was always in the gym. So it's just another day in the proverbial office. As you see, we bucked back from Spain a couple of weeks ago, and he was out there, put the boy out in 2 rounds. Tough geezer. Bilal coming off another win at Copper Box December. So yeah, things are good. Happy. Alex the Kid boxed 3 weeks ago. Again, another win. The team is moving. The team is improving, and we're on the game.
Talk me through sort of how you become a trainer.
Oh.
That journey sort of into being a trainer.
Yeah.
Because I remember I spoke to you roughly 2 years ago. I think it was at Shake Shack. And you mentioned how you came to the gym as a boxer, sort of Tunde sort of said, you know, how about trying out training and sort of inspired you to go down that route. So just tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, basically, it was actually my brother, because I was working on the door at the time. So, you know, when you're on the door, it can get a bit upside down pretty quickly, especially if you're on South Side.
Yeah,
so you need to know what you're about, you get me? And I thought myself that, I need to start doing a bit more exercise. But I was just on the gym thing, just lifting heavy houses, you get me? That's what I was about. And then I thought, no, I need to start getting my hands moving. There's some gorillas out there. So my brother even told me, Robert, he said, go down and see Tunde. Tunde used to come to my mum's shop. He's on Freemasons Road. She had a laundrette. So he used to roll down there quite a lot, do his clothes and stuff like that. And they always used to talk, and then my brother would be like, go down, see Tunde, just try and do some sessions with him. So I just came down on a I already know about this boxing thing, didn't know nothing. I was like, let me see what is going down with it. Bucked up with Tunde, started taking me on the pads, started doing all this flash stuff, shoulders, pulls, blocks. I thought, this is great, this is fantastic. Oh. And I didn't have a clue what was going on. I was just bare faking it. So I just used to just pretend I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. And over the course of years and years and years, that I kept training with him. I used to go and come, work commitments, you know, running a business and stuff like that. We just formed a bond and got a lot closer. And then I started bringing my nephew, Charlie. He was about 6 or 7 at that stage. And around about that time, Anthony was just turning over into professional. Then Cap was like, look, I want you to try and take on this training thing as to become a trainer. And I didn't really know anything about it. Yeah, I can pretty much say I came into boxing my background was football. So yeah, I knew about boxing, but I only knew about boxing from TV. Only boxing show I ever went to was Lennox Lewis v. Who was it? This was back in this was at the O2 as well. This was in the late, I can't remember how long it was. It was one of the last times that Lennox fought in London now. And I remember Klitschko was on that show. And Klitschko was young then, not known as he was now. And that's how long it is. I can't even remember what year that was. And that was the only boxing show I ever really went to. And then, you know, so Captain was like, I want you to come a trainer, gave me the forms, filled them in, sent them off to the boxing board, and, you know, got my license. I was then, obviously, at that time, I was just basically assisting Captain and Anthony in whatever they were doing. You know, we would go places, but people don't know, we used to go a lot of places together. We used to roll in my cab car, the Toyota Prius. Yeah, we roll up to Frank's office in my Toyota Prius, you get me? And we used to go a lot of places, train different places, and it was just assisting and learning the game. You know, Captain was dropping a lot of knowledge on me that, you know, it takes time to understand and to educate yourself in it. So then obviously Bilal jumped in as well. He was like 18, and you know, he just kept coming. He just kept coming, you know, and he'll be in the ring with Anthony literally round after round, minute after minute, day after day, week after week. So, and you know, Captain saw something in him, and he said, yeah, Ad, I want you and Bilal to start working together. So that's when me and Bilal started working together. I'll be assisting Cap with Anthony, and it's just gone from then, which is, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, to where we are now and beyond.
So sort of talk me through that relationship with, you say Captain,
Yeah.
Tunde.
Yeah.
That's cool. Talk me through that relationship with you and Tunde.
Yeah, like I said, you could even say the relationship even started before, when he used to go to my mum's shop. So, and then at that times, they used to have lots of different biblical conversations and stuff like that. And at that time, I didn't even know Cap. And then, like I said, when I told my brother, yeah, I want to start getting into some boxing and stuff like that, he was like, go down Peacock Gym, ask for Tunde, and you know what I mean, it'll be a wrap from there. But it's formulated over time. You know, it takes time to build a long-standing relationship where there's trust, where you can see the benefits of each other, the positives in each other, and the things that we can still work on. So yeah, it's more as in, you know, we've known each other for so long now. It's grown up, maybe coming towards 15 years, and you know, seeing him how he's grown in boxing now to be, you know, there's not many trainers / managers that you know that are so involved in boxing. And what I mean, they're so present in the media and in boxing society that you can call out Tunde is one of them now. And what he's done with the deals that he's brought in for not only Anthony, Bilal, but the whole team, where we are now as a unit, we're known worldwide. You know, could be rolling out in Russia, people shouting lines in the camp. We're back down to LA, people shouting lines in the camp. We're in Spain, people shouting lines in the camp. Do you see what I mean? And that's a great thing. And our relationship with all of us, not just me and Tunde, me and Ant, me and Bilal, Doris, Cam, you know what I mean? The whole team is a very solid unit, you know, and it comes from the head downwards. And Captain, like I say, the reason I call him the captain is because he's captain of the ship, you know what I mean? Stamina for is the ship, he's the captain. So
as you're a trainer now, talk me through sort of that process, how you find that journey yourself.
It's a learning process. I'm still learning right now as I'm talking to you. As after this, we'll go down, do a bit of work downstairs. There'll be always consistent learning. So, you know, there's lots of things, like I said, that Captain drops knowledge on me that he says, these are the things you will start to pick up. It's not just being a pad man or giving instructions. It's about understanding your fighter, understanding his processes, his moves, understanding even in some cases his inside boxing life and his outside boxing life, because it can affect everything, everything else. So having an understanding of, to be honest, there's a lot of psychology with it, you know, that mental connection, having that good connection with your fighter, that you can talk about lots of things, laugh and joke, be upset with each other, you know, work things out, understand that you're both there to support and push each other and grow. It's a magnificent thing. So, you know, I really am, you know, I thank God that I've been given this opportunity to be able to even express myself in how to teach. You know, a lot of people maybe can underestimate the element of being a teacher. It's a very vital thing. If I teach you ABC as BCA, if I teach you that from a child, you're going to learn that it's the wrong way. So I need to know it myself. I need to know the right method, the right way, and then I need to translate it to you from teacher to student so that you get it in the right way. Do you see what I mean? That process sometimes is overlooked, and maybe there's not so much credit given to it, which is okay. That's fine. You know, credit comes when credit's due. But learning how to be a good teacher, to be a good coach, mentor, motivator, if I want to say psychologist, and you know, someone who can maybe just lend an ear is important.
So obviously you mentioned the sort of the psychology side of the game. How would you say how important do you think that is, and how do you implement sort of what you've learned onto Bilal? Because Bilal mentioned earlier on that sort of his team and you yourself, Tunde and Anthony, help him tap into another stage of hard work where he feels like he can't give no more, but he still does give.
Yeah.
How do you sort of get to that stage of being able to do that? How do you continue to grow as a trainer and the mental side?
Yeah, you know, like I said, if you look over the last 10, 15 years of sports history, but even coming a little bit closer over the last 5 years, in all kinds of sports, they're now talking about sports psychology, which is a massive thing. How the brain can affect your performance, the brain can affect how you train, how you take on your given challenge, your work, your craft, and you know, just coming back to that, how important the mind is. If you looked at, I don't know if you see that interview Mark Tyson when he's talking about Costa Marta, he's saying that Costa Marta always used to tell him, you're the best, you're the greatest, you can do anything, you're going to annihilate your opponent, and so on and so on. And that had such a profound effect on how he fought, that he thought anyone he steps into the ring with, he would annihilate. Now, Tyson was like 14, 15 stone, 5'11", and he was going against men that were 17, 18, 16, 17, 18 stone at 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and totally destroying them. And he said a lot of it came from my belief. And you know, I used to say back in the day when I used to be doing pads with Cap, I'll be knackered, tired, and Captain would say, you know, tiredness affects the brain. And I'll be like, of course tiredness affects the brain. I'm tired now. I want to sit down. But in the same way is you could be as tired as hell, but then someone could say something to you that affects your mind, that helps you jump into another gear, and then you start actually drawing on and getting stronger through that tiredness. And all that is your body's still tired, it hasn't changed, but your mind has changed and you've gone into another gear and you produce more out of yourself. So yeah, we believe heavily in sports psychology. We believe heavily in, if your mind is right, you will be right. You know, the physical element, physical boxing elements seems a lot to the naked eye, but it's more of a mind thing than a physical thing. And that's why you look at some of the greatest fighters, you point out Floyd, he wasn't the biggest, maybe not the strongest, maybe not the fighters, but he beat 51 people that were at the top of their game, who were, most were bigger, maybe most were stronger, maybe most were faster, whatever ways you want to look at it, but he beat 51 people. That's someone who's got an extremely strong mental attitude, a strong mindset. And having that strong mindset is very, very important, very important.
I completely agree. I think it's quite interesting because a lot of people speak about sort of speaking it into existence and believing in it. But I think what sort of doesn't, which sort of goes under the radar, is the hard work.
Oh.
And I've seen you guys train, and I've seen Anthony train, and I've seen Anthony train also with Tunde, and I've seen they speak a lot of things into existence, of course they do. But what they also do is work extremely hard to make sure what they're saying and sort of what they're speaking into existence and hard work go hand in hand. So it's not just one thing where you sort of speak into something into existence and work for it. And I think, again, that's quite sort of evident in the team.
Yeah, 100%. You've got to believe in what you're doing. You've got to believe in each other. I need to bring the best out of myself to get the best out of you. So I need to push myself to the highest limit I can go to push you to your highest limit. You have to push yourself to the highest limit you can go to push me to my highest limit. And then it will work. The energy will work with each other. And it has to be a consistent format. It has to be consistently over long periods of time. Not Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but Monday to Sunday. Day in, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. You know, over the whole period of your career?
As a trainer, I mean, last few weeks, let's say month, it's been quite interesting.
You remember, Velasco got 12.
All right, yeah. Yeah, we got. How many we got?
Sorry?
How many?
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, yeah, cool.
Obviously last month or so it's been quite interesting for trainers. I think we saw on the weekend Joe Gallagher pulled out, Scott Quigley's fight with John Carroll. I think Mark Breeden got quite a bit of criticism from Deontay Wilder pulling him out, whereas a lot of people thought it was sort of, the right thing to do. So what are your thoughts on pulling out the fighter?
The trainer would know his fighter and would assess the situation. Sometimes a trainer could see something that maybe he thinks, I think maybe that's time. Sometimes a fighter could be showing signs that, maybe he's taking punishment, but he can deal with it. That's a difficult one to call, and I don't know if I can speak too much on that because it all comes down to the individual. It all comes to, I don't know, Deontay Wilder, fantastic knockout artist and everything, but I don't train with him. I don't know him, I haven't, I've seen his fights, but apart from that, I can't say to, how he was dealing with the situation apart from what I saw on the TV. His trainer or his trainers made that call that they did from what their experience of him and what they think he could or could not handle.
And I know you guys don't like to speak things into existence.
We don't even see like
that.
we just keep. The way we say it is, you put the work in. Any situation, you will deal with it at that time, and the work will speak for itself.
All right, so let's flip it on another way. Bilal's fighting a fighter, and Bilal's putting in work and punishing the fighter. From your side, would you want the opposition's trainer to pull the fighter out? Because obviously you know how hard Bilal hits.
Yeah.
You know how much damage he can do.
Listen, boxing is a very physical sport. So there's not many sports that your actual aim is to go out and physically hurt your opponent, to damage them, make them bleed, hurt them to the head and to the body. There's not many sports that. There's sports where there's an element of that in it. American football, rugby, one or two, but boxing, I'm not really an MMA man. I've seen that Ade fight a few times. He's good, man. He's lit. Show up to him for a big shout out. But there's not many sports where your actual aim is to physically hurt your opponent, to win the game, the fight, the contest. If you see your fighter really landing clean, unanswered shots on an opponent, you would expect their corner to know their opponent and think, no, they've had enough. Or the referee, which is the referee's job. You don't want to see no one get consistently hurt for no reason. You know what I mean? Boxing is a very, it's a hurtful sport. You wouldn't want an opponent to get hurt consistently for no reason. There's no point in that. No one really gains out of that. If your fight is won, is won. If your opponent's hurt in such a way that it's just getting too much damage.
So, essentially, because I personally thought it was the right decision to pull Wilder out. I don't know what your thoughts are.
I'll be honest, I haven't actually seen the fight. I only see the last bits, so I'm not sure what his states were throughout the rounds. But like I said, if they've made that call, then they've made it. It's done now. If Wilder didn't think he should have been pulled out, obviously it's unfortunate for him, but I'm sure he'll come again. He'll come back stronger, fitter, wiser, with a lot more learning experience, and you never know what the outcome's going to be on the next one.
And just on the next one, just a quick question, because I know you're in a rush. Two more questions.
Yeah.
Wilder, Fury third fight?
Now, well, I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know now. You know, I thought maybe Deontay Wilder with a knockout. I thought Tyson Fury would box. I did not think that was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to stop him. So me now, I don't know, it's all up in the air. I'll probably say, I don't even know. I don't even know.
It's tough because it's boxing, you don't know what can happen.
Exactly.
We didn't expect Fury to actually knock him out.
Yeah.
He did. And then flip side now, we're going to expect, I don't know what to expect in the fight. Obviously, one has a punching chance.
Yeah.
But lastly, do you sort of see yourself training more sort of fighters in the future?
I don't know about that. We operate on a system of one fighter, one trainer. So we don't really do, one trainer, 3, 4, 5 fighters, which other trainers do, that's fine. But we believe that you can put all your energy and all your effort into one person. You can learn everything about them, dedicate yourself, supply everything that you know into one person. And both of you grow together. So would I train other fighters after that? I don't know.
No, just take one out to the top. That's the plan.
That's all the focus is on now. Is the two main focuses in our camp is Bilal and Anthony. That's the two main focuses. So I'm training Bilal. I also help and support and train Anthony, and that's good. And we've got the other guys coming up, Reese, Alex as well. They're good.
Sorry, I know that was the last question. What sort of inspired Bilal to go to do super featherweight and lightweight?
Because he can.
Yeah.
Bilal, the thing is, before Bilal actually turned pro, he was going to be super feather. And because his body, he's got such a, he's got a good stature and everything like that, but he does weight really, really well. So, that was actually going to be the plan from before. So we decided that why not do it now? Still young enough, still healthy, still fit. Why not? Multi-weight world champion, and this is the start.
Cool, and thank you for your time, Ade. Do you want to give your shout out?
You know what it is? Lions in the camp. We don't get weak. We get deep. Turn up sharp. Blow up.